Hello students, how are you all? Today in this tutorial, I will tell you about the application of NumPy arrays. Means where we will be using this NumPy array. Which all areas where this NumPy array will use. So NumPy array have found their application in numerous fields and purposes. So many fields, so many purposes where NumPy array will solve. But there are three important applications of NumPy array. According to the syllabus, we need to go, and in your syllabus, you have to use the NumPy array for calculating the covariance, correlation and linear regression. Maybe this terminology is not new for you. Many students is already knowing about this topic. In the subject economics, you have statistics concept. There where this terminology we had used. So in NumPy, how we will be calculating the covariance, correlation and linear regression, this is the today's topic. So first we will start with covariance. To calculate the covariance, first we should know about the variance. That means when you will start calculating the covariance, first of all we need to know about the variance. So let us start what variance is. So variance is used in statistics to describe the spread between a data set from its mean value. It measures the variation of a single random variable. That means variance is used to describe the data set from its mean value. Data set here means the array. So what array is provided to you? The all elements of the array will be subtracted from its mean value. Clear? And then in that way we will be calculating the variance. There is a formula to calculate the variance, and that formula is variance equal to xn minus x bar to the power 2 divided by n, where xn equal to value point, x bar means the mean value and n equal to number of observation. Now the question is, in the array what is x? What is x bar and what is the number of observation? X is the individual element, x bar means the mean of the array elements, and n is the total number of elements. In the next slide will be more clear to you. Let us see how to calculate the variance according to the formula that I had given. Accordingly how it will be calculated. So suppose we have a data set 2, 6, 8, 12, 18, 24, 28, 32. Data set here it means the array elements. Altogether there are 8 elements. And if we want to calculate this variance of this very elements of the array, how it will be done? To calculate the mean value, we need to add all the terms and divide it by number of terms. For example, 2, 6, 8, 12, 18, 24 till 32 is the elements of the array. Here you can see all these terms will be added and divided by 8. 8 is what? The total number of terms. In that way, you will get 16.25. This 16.25 is actually the mean value of this array. Now we take each x value and minus 16.25 from it. That means each individual elements of the array will be subtracted from the mean value. Let us see how it will be. Yes. That means 2 minus 16.25 will give you minus 14.25. 6 minus 16.25 will give you minus 10.25. 8 minus 16.25 will give you minus 8.25, and so on till the last term. Here 1, 2, 3 elements only subtracted with the mean value. You have to go till 8th element. The last element was 32. So you have to go till 32, the last element of the array. After this, you will square all these numbers. That means minus 14.25, you will square it. Minus 10.25, you will square this. Minus 8.25, you will square this. And afterwards, you need to add all these squared number till the last term. Again, I have written till the last term means you have to go till the last elements of the array. So when you will subtract with the mean value, then squared, and then sum all the numbers, you will be getting 843.5. This is the result, mid result you can say. 843.5 is the value when you will square all the number, all the elements, and when you add it. Then after, you will take this value and divide it by number of terms, or divide it by total number of elements, which is 8. So 843.5 divided by 8 is 105.4375. This value is the variance. This is actually the variance of that array, where the elements were 2, 6, 8, 12 and so on till 32. Clear? So this is the way how to compute the variance of the data set. And this you are not supposed to do in the exam. Whenever the questions will be, you have to use only the functions to calculate the variance. It is just as an example how to calculate the variance I have shown you, so that when you will do manually you can understand well. Otherwise, in NumPy you have the functions to calculate the variance, covariance, etc. So we will see now how to calculate the variance in NumPy. Look at here. The variance is calculated in NumPy by the help of var function, which you need to know is the name of the function. To calculate the variance is function name var. How? This is the formula. Xn minus x square divided by n, that we did already. And this is the thing that you need to know starting from here till here. That is, if you have this very elements in the array and you have to calculate the variance, then you will be using the var function. This very line variance is the name of the variable, and this variable will store np.var, and this is the data set. Data set is what? Actually this very data set. Is spelling here is small d I have written, it should be capital D because variable name can't be changed. So np.var within the bracket data set. If it is the array name, then we will be writing here the name of the array. And print variance, then the variance will be calculated. So this is how we will be using the var function. So what you need to know? What is variance? Name of the function to calculate the variance, and how it will be used programmatically. This is the thing. So these three things you need to know only. So don't worry how it will be calculated. You are not supposed to calculate. I have given just an example how it will be done. Is it clear? So next we will see about the variance. Because when you will start calculating the covariance, you should have doubt what variance is. That is why first of all I had told what is variance. So let us see what is covariance. This is actually in your syllabus. What is covariance? It refers to the measures of how two random variables will change when they are compared to each other. That means when you have two arrays and you need to calculate, you need to find how these two arrays will be changed when they will be compared to each other, we will be using the covariance. It is a measure of relationship between the variability of two variables. Variability means the variance of the two variables. When we had used the variance, it was of only the single variable, single array were there. But in calculating the covariance, you should have two variables, and how the two variables vary with each other will be compared through covariance. So this is how you will write in the copy about what covariance is. This is the definition. And how it will be calculated, just look at here. It is similar to variance, but where variance tells how a single variable varies, covariance tells how two variables vary together. That is, variance will work on single variable, single array. Covariance will be worked on two arrays, two variables. This is the difference between variance and the covariance. And the formula for calculating the covariance is covariance x comma y summation I equal to 1 till n xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar divided by n minus 1. You are not supposed to memorize this formula. The thing which you need to memorize is the definition, the function, and how it will be used in the program. Look at here how in NumPy it will be used. In NumPy, covariance is calculated by cov function. What is the function name? Cov, C-O-V, for covariance. And how it will be used? It will be used as numpy.cov. Under the bracket of the function cov, it will be array1 comma array2, where ARR1 and ARR2 are two sets of observation, two set of variable where the covariance will be calculated. So in NumPy, the covariance is calculated as you will be creating two variables, two array variables a, b. Look at here, a np dot array, b equal to np dot array. These are the elements, shape are same, that means the size of both the array should be same. And covariance equal to np dot cov a comma b. This is the very important line, np dot cov a comma b. In the terms of variance, we had written var variance equal to np dot var under the bracket data set, only the array name. And here two variables. There in variance it was only the single variable. So this thing you need to keep it in mind, that covariance will work on the two array variables, two data sets. So what you need to know about covariance is the name of the function, the syntax, and the whole program, how it will be written. Isn't it? Next is what is correlation. We had understand about variance, Next we have seen about the covariance. Third is correlation. It is a similar concept of covariance. When two data sets are similar and different, and not how similar or different, then we use the correlation. Only to know about the how two data sets are similar and different, we know we will use the correlation. How the data sets are similar and different, not how they are similar or different, we don't use. Correlation is meant to two data sets are similar in or different. That means it gives two values, 1 and -1. 1 when it will give 1 if the data sets have positive covariance, and -1 if the data sets have negative covariance. This you need to by heart it about the correlation. Starting from here till here, the definition of correlation, which you need to write in the copy too. To calculate the correlation, we use the CORCOF function. Name of the function is CORCOF. CORR is correlation, CO is for COEF is for coefficient. So correlation, coefficient. In short, the name of the function is CORCOF. This is the name of the function to calculate the correlation. How it will be used? NumPy dot CORCOF array 1 comma array 2. Two arrays you will be passed as an argument, as we did in COV function, covariance. Here in CORCOF you will be using again the same type of syntax. The CORCOF return the correlation coefficient matrix of the variables. Matrix means the 2D array. Yeah. So it will return the result in the form of 2D array. You need to clear in mind that it will return the result in the terms of 2D array. Clear? When we will do practically, it will be clear to you. So the thing which is important to you this time is what is correlation, what is the name of the function, how it will be used, means what is the syntax, and how it will be written programmatically. So programmatically you will be writing in this way: import numpy as np, a equal to np dot array, b equal to np dot array. The name of the elements, shape and size should be same. So if there are 5 elements, the second array, if first array will have 5, the second array should have also with 5 elements. Correlation equal to np dot CORCOF a comma b. See, this statement is similar with the syntax. CORCOF array 1 array 2. Array 1 is a, array 2 is b, and CORCOF and np dot. So np dot CORCOF a comma b. Using this, the function of correlation will be called and you will be getting the result. So this is how we will use the CORCOF function to calculate the correlation of two variables. Next is, the last topic is linear regression. Linear regression is, or linear regression analysis is used to predict the value of a variable based on the value of another variable. That means the variable you want to predict is called the dependent variable, and the variable you are using to predict the other variable value is called the independent variable. So linear regression is a method used to find a relationship between a dependent variable and independent variable. Means this is the definition of linear regression, which is used to find a relationship between a dependent and independent variables. And what dependent and independent variable is, it is given clearly here. So linear regression definition will start from here till the last one. Isn't it? Again I am telling you, you are not supposed to worry why these all topics are here. These all topics are the syllabus. We cannot do anything. what we need to do is we have to learn the concept of that. Concept means the definition of that particular terms, the functions, and how programmatically it will be used. So how the linear regression will calculate? Just look at here. To calculate the linear regression, polyfit function is used. Polyfit, the name of the function, polyfit. Poly here it means the polynomial. So polyfit is the name of the function to calculate the linear regression. And the syntax for polyfit is numpy.polyfit x, y, deg. Here also the same syntax as of covariance and correlation, but one more argument is added as deg. Deg here is the degree, and degree means we will see here. So first of all, how polyfit will be written? NP or numpy.polyfit, name of the first array, name of the second array, and at last the what? The degree. That is the how many degrees you want to calculate the polynomial of a linear regression. So numpy.polyfit x, y, deg. Deg is what? Degree. X is an array containing x coordinates and y is an array having same shape as of x and contains the y coordinates. And deg is what? It should be integer value. So here it is specified as int. It specifies the degree of the fitted polynomial value, which by default will be 3. So degree can be 1, 2, or it can be 3. The thing which you need to know is only how to write it. Clear? And polyfit is the name of the function. So as you will be using the cov function, the correlation, in the same way you will be using the polyfit, but you need to one more argument you need to add, which is the degree, and by default the degree value will be 3. So this is how we calculate the 3 things, which is covariance, linear regression, first of all linear regression, then correlation, then covariance, and the very first one we had seen the variance. Only variance, how it will be calculated, I had shown you in this way. First of all, how to calculate the mean, then how you will be subtracting the x value with the mean value, and then how it will be calculated actually. So this is actually the main thing regarding the variance. So the thing which you should know about it is the definition. Again I am telling you the definition of each term, starting with variance, then covariance, correlation, and linear regression. Okay, first thing is definition, second thing is the name of the function, and third thing is the how it will be used programmatically. Clear? So you will be, what you will do for this, just I have given the theoretical concept. In today's video I am not showing you how to done practically. This is your work, this is your homework, how it will be done practically. What you need to do is, wherever I have written to calculate the variance or covariance or linear regression, this import numpy and the whole coding starting from here till here you need to mention. This is about the variance. The next I had shown you import numpy as np, and then the 2 arrays created for covariance, and the third one was the correlation, and the fourth one was the linear regression, and you need to see the output. That's all you need to do, nothing much. Clear? I hope everything you have got it. If not, WhatsApp me or message me in Campus Care. Clear? Thank you. Bye.